is it? Come on for a walk.
I'm walking, y'all. Trying to save my feet and toes.
Jump on your bike. I'll do the bike first.
I'm walking, y'all.
Start your treadmill.
Power on.
Line up if you're walking wall to wall.
If I stop walking, y'all.
Stand up if you're walking in place.
Trip me up.
Get a chair. Sit in. Start your stretches. Get a mat. Do your yoga. Get your weights. Hey, this time goes by so quickly. Let's get ready. Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Yes. Y'all know during the week of Kwanzaa, we listen to parts of Remembering Slavery. That's supposed to be a tax government type thing that I should be able to use. But sometime it gets striked and sometime it don't. But it's worth it. Remembering Slavery. These are folks whose pictures is here. Yes, indeed. I did roll call last time. 66 said if you want the roll call, you won't have to go back to last year Kwanzaa. That's what 66 told me. 66 been sharing a lot of stuff with me. I think it's because I don't look at it like these European Africans want me to look at 66. That's why I call it 66. The minute 66 said, Vicki, you ain't got to try to roller skate 3 times a week. You 66. Just cut it back to 2. I said, okay, 66. And then I find out locally there's a roller skating party. And guess who's going to be there? I don't know if I'm a skater or not. I probably go real early with the people who don't really know how to skate. I assure you, if you looked at the video, I'm in that category. Great rising, y'all. Great rising. Come on for a walk. Like, comment, share, tell uncle, tell an auntie, tell a cousin, tell a friend. And when my daughter shared that with me, I was like, manifesting. That's what it is. I was in that garage, skating, saying, okay, I'll be ready by spring. We have to take a 45-minute ride once a week, upstate somewhere, Wallingford, to the Magic Skate. And I said, okay, spring will be here. You just keep roller skating. And when I roller skate, I would see myself in a rink, skating, telling my foot. I mean, the best times when I focus on skating is when I'm in rink, seeing myself skating. Anyway, that's beautiful. So, January 14th. So, I'm still going to keep it to 2 weeks, 2 nights a week, as 66 said, and I agreed to. But then, hopefully, once a month, I'll be able to put on the skates, go out with the folks, and laugh, listen to music. I love watching people who do know how to skate. I love it. I love watching them, how they control their bodies on that skate. Oh, anyway. Like, comment, share. Tell your family to exercise. If they need some motivation, tell them to watch me. Or watch you. Or you exercise with them because we going on our 3rd year. Emancipation Proclamation. Today starts our third year. Yeah, y'all, yeah. So, the brown paper bag. I was wondering how, when I'm in the garage, I walk really good, balanced, but I'm not talking. I am focusing on the act. Down here, I'm kind of talking to y'all and not really focusing, so I need these. But y'all look at the video. I just put a little video out of me exercising on the treadmill in the garage. Hands on top of head, arms dangling by my side, not a problem, but here, that talking and that balancing for me is, I gotta do one or the other. So, round paper bag. Now me and my sperm donor, father, political analyst, African study person, my father, that's where we could talk. On those things we could meet. Because that was my thing too. So one day he tells me the story. Let me take it back a little bit. My grandmother married a kind, after her husband died, married a kind and gentle man. But in his heyday, he was, I'm trying to think of complexion-wise. Trevor North now, he was that complexion. But by the time I saw him, he was much older and, of course, getting darker. It's so strange how the African in people show up as you get older in humans. Anyway, he and my grandmother got married. I think he had 3 sons. Yeah. And my grandmother had 2 daughters. One daughter and 2 sons. So as a family, they meshed together. And then together, my grandmother and my kind, gentle grandfather, the only one that I know, had a child together. And that child carried close to the complexion of her father, which made her, as we would say, light skinned. Now, on my mother's side, on my grandmother's side, they're black Africans. There's no doubt. You know. On my kind, gentle grandfather's side, you can see that it's been mixed with the European. Not enough to pass. Or to call himself a unicorn. But enough that you know. So I couldn't understand, as he's talking to me, I'm also going back thinking about when I first came into the family and the animosity that my father had towards my Aunt Minnie. I mean, I couldn't understand it. So as we're talking now, he's telling me, and he's like, you know, we couldn't get into the Catholic Church. You had to pass a brown bag test. So, now my ears perk up. What that am? What that am? Let me slow me down some. What that am? So he said, if you were below the color of the brown bag, you could attend the Catholic school. And if you were the color of the brown bag or darker, you couldn't. And when I think on that, I say, okay, African rulers, is you proud? Is you proud? These European Africans that hijacked your whole cult, made us the enemy in it, and then said we weren't good enough to learn Catholicism according to the color of a brown paper bag. I said, y'all must be proud, African warriors from before. Y'all should have skipped Europe. I know when you came out of Africa the second time, or the third time, you could have skipped them. Let them be there, beating each other with rocks and stuff, and doing their dance and the whole witch thing and stuff. Just leave them right there. I had to go up in there messing. And now we're on this penal colony. And the only way I can get off is either fly out of here and experience new separation in Africa, or have my remains sent to Africa. You know? So, anyway, I'm trying, y'all, you see. So, but sometimes they be vibing really high. It'll make me lose my balance and concentration. Oh, anyway. So, I thought about that for years. So now I understand the conflict with my father and my Aunt Minnie. Aunt Minnie was lighter than the brown paper bag. She could go to the Catholic school. And of course, as proud parents, my grandparents did everything to make sure she got in there, at the neglect of her other kids that couldn't pass the brown paper bag test. Black Africans. See the same thing kind of happened? That's why we're on this penal colony. Because of European Africans. But the black African rulers put their mixed race children of the Europeans, put them all in high positions, put the black Africans in low position, and the next thing you know, all our asses is on a boat somewhere, and millions annihilated. Whew. DNR, y'all. Anyway, so I thought about that for a long time. I was like, why does the color of your skin have to do with whether you're involved in this cult or not? And now I know why. Because again, the Ethiopians, are you proud? Ha ha! Brought them cults over here to Europe. I hope you're proud. Every one of your cults made the black Africans doormat, footstool, everything. So I feel it's something y'all did. But you better be ready, because them German Ethiopians fitting to be knocking at your door, Ethiopia. And you better be as fierce as you was when you went into Europe. when them European Africans come knocking at y'all door. So anyway, that tore apart so many families. So again, when the ancestors said, follow the hate, follow the hate, follow the hate, why would you do that? Well, again, proving if you have black Africans around you, then, and these European Africans' heads, you are saying that you are African. And as they have tried to erase everything from us, religion wasn't going to let you in. Because that religion came from Africa. But the European Africans, it's theirs. According to them now, it came from the British Israel. Ha ha! Don't start me on them. So that's what it is. All this time, all this suffering, all this thing is for these European Africans to say, no, we're not African. See? See how we step on them black Africans? Now, can we be African if we step on them? We unicorns. Let's get some water.
If I stop walking, y'all, the king trip me up. Yeah, come on with me and save your feet and toes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Kwanzaa.
save your feet and toes.
Yeah, we didn't come from Africa to this penal colony.
'Cause if
We
I
came
stop
from
walking,
Europe. But I ain't never going back there. Ha ha! Europe, please. Something could swallow it. Ha ha!
save,
I'm going to Ghana.
yeah, I said, come on with me. Save
Ha ha! Yeah. Uh,
'cause when you get me,
so, the Catholic Church didn't want the down south people to know that it was connected anyway to Africa. Hey, how about if I just slow it down? That I'm connected anyway to Africa. Let's see. Okay, let's see this. You know? That the African. So if you were African and you went to a Catholic church in the South, that would mean that that cult had African connections, which it did, but they said it didn't. But if you have Africans in there, then the link is to be short, though we hadn't put the link together yet. Anyway, no, it didn't help. So let me just speed up. So, it destroyed a lot of families because it said that my Aunt Minnie was better than her sisters and brothers. It said she was better than the black Africans. All are Africans. These cults, especially these main ones, straight out of Africa. Straight out of Africa. Yep. Yep. That's what I don't understand. You love the African culture, but you hate the African, the black African. But that's the black African culture. They brought it to you, to Europe. Then the mixed race came through the passings. And they said, oh, we're going to rewrite that and everything that's bad. I think about all the black cats have been killed because they put a connotation to that. I've wondered how many black dogs, black people, millions on it. And again, you African countries, y'all be careful with them Russians and them Germans. They annihilated their black Africans, rulers. And anybody, black African, that was in those two countries. Then they called the others gypsies and was annihilating them till they started running off to different parts. Now I know Russia does have Christianity, Islam, again, all from Africa. Why? Because those are European Africans. I mean, it's clear to me now when I look at these cults and say, oh, especially, well, when I was in it, and especially the Southern Baptists, the black Southern Baptists, they ain't hanging with the white Southern Baptists. I don't ever remember going to a service where they was all in there talking about their Jesus. No. It was two separate entities. Two separate entities. Now I know why. The European Africans did not want their cult to be connected to Africa, but it is. It came out of Africa. All of Africa. All came out of Africa. Oh, it's horrible. Whew. DNR, y'all. No. No. Brown paper bag. It went to also the area in which you could live. Because you see, if you're black African and you're moving in a neighborhood with these European Africans, then people will notice that they ain't the unicorns. I can't say white people. They're not the unicorns that they say they are. So they didn't want you around. You remember Imitation of Life? We talked about that a few weeks back. Remember? Natalie Wood was in the show. But the premise of the show was black African woman had a child from a European African man. And she looked nothing like her black African mother. She looked everything like her European African dad. And guess what she wound up doing? Hating the African mother, the black African mother. Because black African mother couldn't keep a job. She couldn't get a job. An Imitation of Life, she was on a beach when she ran into Lana Taylor, whatever European African woman was on the beach. They weren't blonde hair then. They were black hair. And then they were, oh! Anyway. So, they had a hard life. So then when the mother meets Lantano, who has a good life, a nice apartment, money, food, everything, she turned against her mother. Why can't we have this? They have that. Oh, you can't have it because you're black African? Is something wrong with you? You can't have it? But these European Africans have it. And she should have told them, yes they do. And they do everything within their power to make sure black Africans and any dark-skinned person don't get nothing. And before we go into our hand exercise, I gotta talk on this. This is my topic, not the ancestors. There's a woman, African American woman, that tells you, I don't know why y'all keep trusting these European Africans. See them for who they are. Stop calling them white. Sorry, ancestors. Stop calling them white. Ancestors told me to stop saying white, say unicorn, but y'all ain't connecting the two. Unicorn is something that's not existent. White, non-existent. All came out of Africa. Anyway, on this penal colony, the whole purpose when our prisoner of war ancestors were brought here by the crowns of Europe, brought to this penal colony, the edict and everything in all these penal colony states either destroy or imprison black Africans. Don't let them get nowhere. Don't let them have anything. This is their penal colony. Don't let their children survive. Don't let the mothers survive. If you can't use the fathers, get rid of them. These are edicts. Here in Britannia, for the descendants of the once rulers of Europe. So how you gonna put me in jail if I say I miscarriage and you tell me I abort? You low life, scumbag, no count, European African Hatfield McCoy Douglas. Those are the ones, Dems and Republicans, those are the ones that keep the edicts going. Y'all done try, the whole premise is getting rid of us and putting us in jail. And now you found a new way. You ain't never cared about our babies. You put lead in all the waters, all over the windows, everything. When I was growing up, you ain't never give a damn. You made sure that we lived in that lead. And we got sick and we died. You ain't give a damn. Now this water's so full of poison, so horrible. You don't give a damn about no babies. But your edict is to throw our asses in jail. The fucking nerve. Why? The baby got out of here before you could do some experiment on it? You mad? Because you want the little baby's arms or the little baby's legs? You wanted her to have the baby so you can experiment on it. How about the baby didn't want to be here? How about babies don't want to come to no penal colony and be treated like shit? What about that energy? Oh, no. No, no. I'm not going to this Disneyland of horrors. I'm not going to this Disneyland of horrors. And you have the nerve to put us in jail? Abortion, miscarriage? The fucking nerve? But when you kill the baby, it's fucking okay. You can kill the baby. You can shoot the baby down. You can take drugs and guns and drop it in the baby's neighborhood. But that's okay. But now, y'all gotta get these scumbags, Hatfield, McCoy, Duggan, Dems, and Republicans out of these positions. This is bullshit. She said she miscarried. But you see, we lie. We black, we liars. And the whole point of this penal colony is to get us in the brick and mortar prison. Cops shooting our babies down, never see jail. Never see time. But now, I don't know how women stay in those states, but how I know there's a large population of Africans in Texas. I know. That's another thing with them cults is, powerful heavy. Again, they don't even realize. They don't even put it together. The nerve. The whole edict is to get us put in jail. That's the whole thing. The whole point of this penal colony. At first, it's a penal colony is a jail for us. That's why you can't live in good neighborhoods. You can't get good food. You can't get good health care. You can't, none of these things. But then beyond that, they say, oh, well, they on a penal colony. We want them in the brick and mortar prison. We can shoot, a low mortality rate. Why ain't doctors in freaking jail? They done killed plenty of our kids. And our kids, our kids in the future, in the past, they killed them all off. But now, you want to put the black woman in jail. The black African woman, you want to put her in jail because the baby said, hell no, I'm not coming here. And then, of course, this slime ball penal colony and they slime ball Hatfield, McCoy, Douglas, Dems, and Republicans, they say, well, we gonna put her in jail. She lying. She lying because all black Africans lie. Do you get it? 2023 going into 2024. She lied. That shit balled me up. I'm like, on this penal colony, black Africans lie. European Africans tell the truth. All are African. All lie. All tell the truth. Because we're humans. I remember, I look at a lot of my African girls in China, and I look at a lot of the Chinese shorts and videos on YouTube. And let me tell you how comfortably they talk about abortions. The wife says, I'm pregnant. The husband says, oh, do we want to keep it? I started crying. Because here, no matter what condition, environment, or health condition, she would have to keep it. She could have that baby and not be able to move or speak again. And they don't care. Not on this penal colony. They don't care. They go around these lying, European Africans go around lying about foreign countries. We are so below all of them in ignorance, economics, and all that. Listen, Africa and other countries would be sending aid to us if they would allow them to give it to us in this country. But they don't allow foreign countries to come in and help us. You see, they got mad at Venezuela and got rid of that president when he started offering us in this country. I think they used to call him Oil Joe, warming up people's houses in this country. That's what he did. I can't remember exactly the Spanish country, but this was another penal colony, Spanish penal colony. Anyway, African countries need to send stuff here for us. All that bullshit with these cults going over, we're going to help you, we're going to help you. No, send rice, baby food, and everything over here to us. All you seen is these lying Hatfield, McCoy, Douglas, Dim, and Republicans. They are liars. When the pandemic came, families couldn't make it for a week. And the world's most wealthiest country, it's a penal colony. And these buzzards, anyway, squeeze your gut, tuck in your elbow, neither up nor down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Good luck. India, they sit down and talk. Yeah, babies are precious and stuff for them, but listen, times is hard. But you sit down and you talk about it. You talk to your mate. You talk to your intimate partner about it. Listen, this ain't a good year. Everybody's sick in the family. We ain't even gonna be around. That's like adults. Here on this penal colony, you gonna go to hell. You ain't gonna get into heaven. She got neither up nor down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know it's a penal colony when the cult is running it. When they are telling you it is better to suffer here, because they're going to make you suffer. It's better to suffer here than not be here. That's a lie. I remember my girlfriend Joyce, she told me, I never forgot it. Her mother came from Jamaica, was over here in Greenwich, working, doing housekeeping. That's before they opened the gates and South Americans came in and blah, blah. So she worked very hard to get all her kids over here. And of course, it was disastrous because she didn't know anything about being here. She didn't know it was a penal colony. She didn't know she was set up for the fail, the whole 9 yards. Excuse me. So, Joyce is over here. We're talking. We were working on the Greenwich High School incident where they put pill oil in words. And she looked at me and she said, you know, my mother thinks that bringing me here was going to be the best thing for my life. She says she didn't take into account that maybe staying in Jamaica could be the best thing for my life. And I'm telling you, Joyce was a hustler, okay? That girl hustled. She wasn't no lazy sit back and do nothing. But she could have been way more if in the Jamaican penal colony than this penal colony. So, squeeze your gut, tuck in your elbow, neither up nor down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 for good luck. I am very proud when I see myself standing here, because the mission that when we started 3 years ago was for me. I was going to be like this, and you see old people like this. You see them walk around. You see that this is how I was supposed to be, because the gravity was pushing me in, and I hadn't strengthened my back muscles. And all this work I'm doing is for me to be able to stand erect before you in the face of gravity and all this stuff. And of course, my opinions are just my opinions. Though if you ever wanted to look into it, dig, like I did. Dig. So you can tell the truth and shame the devil. No. You see how sometimes when I look back at this, I couldn't. Africans, Americans, it was great because we could say Africans, because they used to shoot you. But isn't it funny when I look at my African villages and the states and stuff, Ethiopia, Ghana, who else I have? Oh, okay. I came in Niger, the Ivory Coast, lands of Jamaica, which is penal colony, actually, penal colonies of Jamaica, Panama, Haiti. Architect buildings, because I walked around New York and all that about, oh, the architect, and of course it's all the unicorns or European Africans. And I just wanted to see some wonderful buildings. But on my Facebook page, I'm connected to these African cities, nations, and now I go on there and I'm like, yes. But before, we weren't able to see those things. And then I got Heritage House, Studio, Dance Land. The enslavement experience was Cottonland. And this was, you would park and you would jump on buses, the segregated bus lines where you'd have to sit on the back of the bus. I wanted to give you that whole experience. Single bus, family bus. Yep. And it was on the segregated bus line. So you can see how it really was. And then you got the Boycott Trail, Human Rights March. Boycott Trail, Human Rights March. Non-voting protest path. Oh, sit-ins, civil rights marches. This has been like 30 years when I did this. Malcolm X parking area, so you get up on the parking area. This is where you park, and then you catch a bus. Queen Hesba parking lot. Someone got me on that. They said I didn't pronounce the name right. Nat Turner parking lot, and of course, Chancellor William. And that's all I was researching for. I just wanted to research and put the best foot forward for us and tell the truth and the story, and whew. So like I said, I'm not no USDA. I'm just putting stuff together because I done stuff in my life. Like a concept for a theme park. Like produce my own place. Like the screenplay. So I've done stuff. and then I'm just reflecting on it as I exercise with y'all, because if y'all mute me and exercise, then you would have your own reflections like I'm having mine. Thanks for coming on a walk. Like, comment, share, tell uncle, tell auntie, tell a cousin, tell a friend. I moved these cameras back, but not far enough. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for coming on the walk.